Hello everyone, Impiator here, and welcome back to my Let's Play for The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is part 11. So in the last episode, we completed the Fire Temple, and we are now headed for the Water Temple. However, there is a item that we can get, another gold scintilla that we can get inside this building first. I'm going to go ahead and switch out my gear, and I'm going to go ahead and put that there. We are going to be using Din's fire later, so go ahead and put that. That is going to get us gold scintilla number 70. We have previously gotten the heart piece for diving down there, by the way. And again, we went to the ice cavern early on in order to get access to the Vigoron sword up front. Working on it. We are working on it. God, she's so annoying. I think there are settings, by the way, that you can set to fix that. So it's worth mentioning, there is a strategy to completing this place. A lot of people have serious problems with this particular dungeon. First place we're going is to talk to Princess Ruto. Don't worry, I've helped your father. Take note of that. We're going to be coming back to that once we raise the water up a second time. So this will lower the water to the lowest level. And there is our dungeon map. can shoot arrows in order to open this. I usually just use this fire because it's faster. Likewise for this room. Alright, so we got our first small key. Now before we raise the water again by going into the center, we want to explore the bottom floor. One of those dungeons a lot of people seem to have trouble with, but I really don't understand why. Now, since we have the Begoran sword, we can access this simply by doing a jump attack. Otherwise, you would want to do a spin attack. That's going to get us access to Old Scotilla number 71. Remember, I ignore doors that have keyholes on them until I've investigated rooms on a floor or an area that don't. Again, having played this game probably 100 times at this point, I remember basically all the major, at least areas of the dungeon, I think. So we now have a second key. Oh. I'm a dummy. Now this, we actually can't do anything in right now. I will show you why. So we cannot reach this with the hook shot. In addition, remember that that has a locked door. Now we go into the center area. That's all we can do. Make a mental note of that. Again, we can't get up there to get that gold scatilla yet. So we're going to go ahead and head down first. Nothing up there. All right, got another small key. Thing to remember is we have now also raised the level, so the place that we talked to Rudo can now be accessed. We're going to drop in the water to go and do that. We saw torches in front of this path here. And they use landmarks to help you with this stuff. In my opinion, this is one of the most well-designed video games ever made. That's going to give us a third key. So outside of the one with the pool in front of it, we've done everything on the bottom floor at this point. We can go in there. It does use the hook shot or the arrows for that too. And now we got the compass. That's locked. Can't go there yet. That's a locked key. Can't go there yet. So every direction is blocked except for the one with the key. So now we're going to go for it. So now this leads us to the third floor. So again, that takes us back to the entrance of this place. That's a locked door. We don't go for locked doors. We do not have the distance required for reaching this, so we can't go there yet. Which gives us only one route so far to go. So we know that this lines up, by the way, on the map with one of the other paths that's accessed on the second floor, based on just the shape of this place. So we'll be able to come around to access that again a little later. But now we are out of routes, so now we are going to head over to the room with the locked door. Let's go fill in here. We do not have the long shot though to get it yet, so we'll be coming back through here in a few minutes. Been over a year, and yet I remember basically everything about this dungeon. I used to hate this dungeon so bad until I kind of developed a system for all of these dungeons. This room is infamous. Absolutely infamous. You have the Begoron sword, this is much, much easier. Otherwise, I would recommend that you use a weapon other than your sword for this. So he doesn't have this attack. Do a normal swing once, and then you can just keep doing this. You can hold in his direction and just press B. Really stupid simple. Otherwise, use the hammer. And this is finally going to get us the long shot. An upgrade for the hook shot that we got from Napping. This room has a whole bunch of vortexes. They'll basically reset if you get caught in any of them. Just gotta have to be careful to try to avoid them. There's a gold scutilla we can get here in a moment. That is gold scutilla number 72. Now this can be kind of dangerous. I always end up kind of doing it this way. Yeah. That is going to get us another key. And we're spat back out in this room earlier. So at this point, we actually want to switch the rooms around because we want to go get the gold scutillas that we missed. So, also one of the rooms has become accessible now that we have the long shot, not the one with the keyhole on it though. Going for keyhole doors last. Wrong song. So now we are going in here to raise the level here and pick up another gold scutilla. Now we are raised, and now we can access this room over here. So this leads back to that room with the block that we had pushed in the opposite direction. This is going to get us a second. Forgot we can go this way now. Alright, so the water is not raised to the max at this point, so we're going to do that real quick so that we can get the final golden scutilla that's in there. We'll also need it raised to max in order to access the boss room too, so. Alright, so we're just going to duck in here for a moment to grab this, and then we're going to head back. And finally, we now have every room explored. That's gold scutilla number 74, by the way. Alright, so we get to the end of this room. That is going to need to compress that. That should give us enough room to get behind it. that was the rest. Uh-oh. Alright, our final gold spatula of the dungeon is right here. We're gonna head down here though. This is where we're going to get our boss key. Alright, so now it's time to head back to the main room, top level, and tackle the boss. At this point, it's already raised to the maximum, so all you gotta really do is just float up to the very top. How you do this part is up to you. I always go along one of the sides. Some people like to use the iron boots. I prefer not to. This thing has a deceptively long reach. Do not want to get grabbed by this thing because that will launch you. it. If you get it a couple of jump attacks, I think you can kill it pretty quick. Oftentimes, though, it's really hard to get it in jump attacks. Heart container! Sweet. And that's gonna do it for this dungeon. All right, so before we do anything, we are going to claim ourselves fire arrows. We also have a gold scutilla to get up here as well. Let's go ahead and grab that real quick. Nope. I always wondered what that mark on the wood there was. I didn't really answer that in the game. want to shoot for the fire arrows, by the way, before you do that, because it has to be dawn. But otherwise, that is going to do it for this episode. We have reached 76 gold flotillas at this point as well. In the next episode, we are going to be headed towards Kakariko for a little trip. Then we're going to get to actually switch back to Child Link for a little while and do some questing there. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Later.